Hello, it's me, Katalyzt again. About a week ago, some friends asked if I would accompany them to New York to see some sights and do a little shopping. So I reluctantly said yes. After hours of travel getting there, we look at a bunch of sights, we do shopping, and near the end of the day, one of my friends says, "Hey, why don't we check out the 9/11 memorial?" So I said, "Okay." We take separate taxis to get down there because there's quite a few of us. And when we get there, we see a huge crowd. So we find out where the entrance is, and we find out that the crowd is a line. It's an actual line to get in. So we get in the line, and then there's a bunch of security all over the place, and one of them comes up and says you have to have a day pass. And so my friend reaches in their bag and pulls out a day pass for all of us. I knew nothing about this. I thought we just could go to this place because I didn't know it was such security. So she hands out these day passes. They have all of our names on them. I'm okay. So we show our day passes. They tell us to keep them out. We walk through like a carousel line, almost like being herded. And there's cameras all over the place pointing at the line everywhere. There's cameras, there's police trucks, there's all types of security. And I noticed signs, but besides the signs pointing out the memorial and stuff like that, there's actual signs saying like what type of things you can bring in the memorial and what you can't, and like certain size bags you can't bring in, glass bottles you can't bring in, you can't smoke. But most of it was security. And the further we get in line, I see a sign that says you can't bring in guns, tasers, stuff like that, knives. And if anybody knows me, I always carry knives on me. So the further we go into the line, there's more signs stressing no weapons. So I start to worry that once I get to the ending of the line, I probably should get out of line, because I always carry at least 2 or more knives on me. So my friend says, "No, I want you to see this too." So we get to the end of the line. We have to show our passes yet again, and then they direct us to a building. So this security building, before we actually get in the building, there's more signs that describe what we must do when we're in there. And it's just like an airport security. We have to remove our coats, jackets, belts, everything pretty much besides our shoes. We have to put any bags in trays, our chains, keys, everything in trays, so they can send them through x-rays, while we personally walk through metal detectors with a guard also standing on the other side of the detector with a wand to, I guess, find smaller objects. So I'm stressed naturally. And before we enter the building, I figured, well, if they're gonna find something, or at least they're gonna try to find something, let me shift things. So I do a little shifting, move things around, and then walk in. I grab a tray like everybody else. There's at least 5 separate lines. The main line breaks out into 5 separate lines with trays, 5 metal detectors, guards everywhere, glass behind the guards with more guards looking at monitors for all the millions of cameras everywhere, police everywhere for a monument. So I put all my stuff that I think I have in this tray, take off my coat, put my bag, everything in the tray, send it through the x-ray while some guy monitors and looks at everything that's in my bag, coats and all that, you know, through the x-ray while I walk through the metal detector. Like always, the thing goes off like a Christmas tree. So they say, whoa, hey, did you get all your everything in your pockets? And I forget, I still have my keys, so I pull them out, hand them to them. I have like a thumb drive, I hand that to them. There's a few other things, I have a few little metal things, and I keep going back and forth through the metal detector. It keeps going off, and then finally I empty all my pockets, everything, and then I finally walk through one more time. It doesn't go off, so they let me through. And also my bag and my coat and everything gets scanned through x-ray, and they let me through. So I put my coat back on, put my bag on, put everything back in my pockets, and then we go through a few more security checks where they just to make sure we don't walk through some, like sneaking through a gate. They also take and mark off the pass, the day pass that you have to do. So you have to get a day pass with your name on it, the date, some barcodes, everything. So there's like at least 6 or 7 security measures just to go into this memorial. So I enter, everything's fine. While we're looking at everything, there's even cameras built into the light post. There's cameras, guards still even inside, everywhere. And I got in with my knives. And just to show you, these are the knives I got in with. These are not, these are actual metal. This is a magnet, and these are metal knives, not ceramic. I carry them with me pretty much everywhere I go, and I got into this place with all that security. I don't mean to be an alarmist, but for the last 2 years I've been to multiple concerts, to book signings, airports, this memorial, Washington DC, Smithsonian. I've been through many of these security measures where I've been through x-rays. This isn't the first time. I've been through x-rays. I've even been patted down while these were on me. And these people, I don't want to call them inept, but I always get by with these. So I wasn't gonna put this up, but my friend, one of my friends that I was with, was alarmed at the fact that I could get in to what is arguably the most secure public site currently in the United States, and I just walk right in with 2 rather large pocket knives. Well, thank you for listening.